Boots on the ground, putting it down, get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Special researcher Mickey D. I host The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. Thank you very, very much. The Scoop is for your education, your entertainment, your information only. I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor. Author, I'm a researcher. I put it in black and white so you'll have it for days, weeks, months, and years to come. We're going to talk about cannabis here for a second. Yeah, we're going backwards here, guys. The President of the United States gave us a gift today. We're going to talk about it, guys. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe, like, share these videos. You know who the top dog is out there when it comes to cannabis, guys. Many of you have met me in cannabis. You made 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000%. You remember when they were going to arrest us? You know, because we had we had accounts in America and we were buying stocks in Canada. Remember, we were buying Canada was the #1 country when it came to this cannabis thing. They got it started, and we were, 5 years ago or 6 years ago or something. We all had accounts, and they were talking about arresting us and stuff. And Mickey D, they still won't, since it's not legal. I still can't advertise my books. The largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world. It's out there right now, investing in medical and recreational cannabis, buying before, during, or after legalization. That's another. The African marijuana gold mine, Richmond Soil Wheats Wall Street. You guys got these kind of bootlegged. How to start a marijuana investment club, and marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow. Companies get in early, hold, and grow rich. Just Google Mickey D or go to Mickey D. You go cannabis. Cannabis, that's one of our favorite areas, even though we're going to get broken off again because Putin is going to cut, uranium off, and our uranium trade is going to do well, or we're going to cut him off. Somebody's going to cut somebody off. But we're just happy today. I'm going to tell you what the president did. I'm going to show you a couple stocks here, guys. I will be sending a newsletter out. We'll be getting an update. This is an urgent update here. Before my private students, you want to become a private student, guys, hit that button there and in the description, and I'll get that information to you. We're a little slow right now, but this market is just I'm talking about the Canada. It goes up real fast and then it comes down. But there are some stocks, because I was supposed to release today, which I'm going to tell you, there are 2 stocks in the cannabis sector that are election picks that you should back the truck up now. You should back the truck up right now. And I'll be giving those to my private students. But let's take a look at something real quick here. Let's take a look here, guys. Today, can you see that there? Biden to pardon thousands of people with federal marijuana convictions, encourage states to do the same. Okay, Biden is a campaign promise, and he's going to follow through. President Joe Biden said he's issuing pardons to thousands of people with federal convictions, marijuana possessions, and President Biden announced he's pardoned thousands of people with marijuana. Biden, in a statement, no one should be in jail for using or possessing marijuana. The White House also is considering changing the scheduling of marijuana under federal law. Guys, all I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is change is in the air. It's election time. We told you about this. This comes around every year. This is nothing new. In a statement, urged the Democrats to back the legislation in cannabis. No one should be in jail and blah, 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 blah. Pardons will be limited to those convicted of possession, not sales of trafficking or anything. Just those that have those small possessions, they'll be letting them off the hook. They shouldn't be in jail anyway or have that used against them. Too many lives have been upended because of our failed approach to marijuana. Biden, the right and the wrong. You guys know people of color have been hurt the most by this, because when they go into the inner city and round people up, and that's just what they do. Let me show you a couple stocks here that... take a look here. Take a look at 2 stocks that were colossal home runs for us when we first got into this trade in 2016, 17, and 18 up in Canada. This is Canopy. Canopy growth. It was we rode Canopy from like about $2.50, $3, all the way up to like $55 or so. You see it had a big day today, still under its 200-day moving average. Let's go out and take a look at this 5-year chart here. If we look further out, 2017, it doesn't even go back that far. Let me max it out to where it was. This thing was super low here. 15, 16, 17. We were in here when this thing was really low, and it went way up there for us. I remember selling it around $55 is where I sold it the first time. Made a boatload of money. Several of you did. This one, along with Aurora Cannabis. Aurora was, it did well for us also. Right now, it's below its 200-day moving average. You can see these things they've been decimated, guys, over the last few years. These things have been hit so hard, but they did bounce up, and the president is making the right, humming the right notes, and these stocks are going to do very, very well. But these are two that we don't want to touch. My private students will tell you, we'll know exactly the ones that we want to touch because the election trade itself, and I said I was going to give you a couple, but I'm going to hold off for a minute here until my private students get this stuff. But if you want to get into Canopy, you want to get in Aurora, be my guest. No, that's not right. This could be your first time listening to me. Let me throw something out here, guys. This is an organogram. OGI on the exchange here. Big engulfing candle, just like all of them today with the announcement by the president. Below its 200-day moving average. RSI around 61. It's going to do fairly well. Give it some time. 106. It's an old baby knockout that I've given to my private students before when it was here or there. It'll do something. Put it that way. It's not going to do a lot, but it'll do something. Let's talk about this a little more in depth. Ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, it counts a little bit, but in my opinion, cannabis and the marijuana sector right now is just a trade. This is not an investment. This is a trade. When these stocks go up, you take a look at it, you see where you are, and if you're way overextended on these things, you got to take some off the table. I know people don't like to hear that. When we were up with these cannabis stocks, 2, 3, 4, 5,000%, and I just kept saying the same thing, guys. Take some off the table. Well, there's a possibility that we'll get right back there again, and especially with the stocks that I'm giving my private students. These stocks have really, really explosive power here. And in particular, one that's under 10 cents and another one that's under 40 cents. I want you to back the truck up. This to my private students, you got to back the truck up. You may not have this opportunity again. So, if he goes through with this, the United States government goes through, and I have been told that the votes are there in the Senate. The votes are there. The politicians have agreed that they're going to do something. What they're going to do, who knows? Can they change their mind today or tomorrow? Sure they can. But I've been told that the votes are there, and by very reputable sources, that the votes are there, and this is going to be a fait accompli in some form. So that's all I got for you. And we're gonna ride these things until the ones in your newsletter and these additional ones I'll give you tonight. Should be before you start trading tomorrow. Please check. And look for any of the scoop, look for the information here, because these two are going to be screamers, guys. Not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe, like, share these videos. anything cannabis, we're going to be all over it. That's the new book. You guys haven't seen that yet. The African cannabis health benefits. It doesn't have any baby knockouts in it. It's got the health benefits. Guys, these health benefits have been going for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, and it's a long time. There's very good information in that one also. Once again, it's a baby knockout goat. You guys have a wonderful time. Thank you for listening to me. And I'm going to get that out to you private students. Once again, if you want to become a private student and you want to get these baby knockouts early, some like the African Uranium Super Trade, we still haven't given up all the stocks on the African Uranium Super Trade, because some of those stocks, you guys that help the show, you guys give donations and stuff, that is for you guys, and that's going to be for you guys for life. For life. And some of these baby knockouts here that we back the truck up on and you make thousands of %, those are going to be yours for life. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family.